Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Promise to Tell the Truth podcast. How is everyone doing today? Let's see. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello.
Hey everyone.
Hey. Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our live Promise to Tell the Truth podcast. We appreciate you guys dearly. I'm Leah.
And I'm Bree.
And we are Promise to Tell the Truth podcast. Welcome. We promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So, yes, we're going to get into it. We'll
Y'all seen
give
the
people.
verses?
So, listen. If y'all haven't seen the verses, B2K versus Pretty Ricky. Now, we know who was already going to win. Come on now. I was.
What was
Listen.
you going for?
I was going for Pretty Ricky off tops.
Of
Baby
course.
grind on me. You feel me? Because I think I knew about two B2K songs on there. They outfits was okay. But
Right.
need I say their performances? No. I think it was the what was it? The girlfriend performance, the girlfriend song. I didn't really care for that performance. Um, I didn't know any other songs. They should have led with bump, bump, bump because who who knew what was going on? I don't know. I guess there was some B2K fans in there. I used to be a B2K fan, but I'm not understanding how because I didn't know none of the songs. Girl, I was in the mirror. All that to the Pretty Ricky. Every song they had that. They
That was
had it.
me. That was me. I was cooking. I was like, what?
Hey, hey, cause hey, they played all the good songs. Grind on me, Juicy, Yo Body, Shorty, Will You Be Mine, Playhouse, Late Night Special, make Love Like Honey, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Oh my
They did.
God.
They did.
They
They put
did that. They did that. Their outfits was fly. I liked it the red. They was popping their shit. They wasn't playing. And Pleasure Peak said, "Does anybody know that song?" Hey, he wasn't playing because
nobody knew that song.
girl, no. But I did like their new song. Believe it was called Mileage. It's supposed to drop today or tomorrow.
Oh, the song that they did.
Yeah, it
It's all
was
right.
okay.
It's
Yeah, it
all
was
right.
okay. I mean, it was better than all they hits.
Mm-hmm.
So hey,
For me, I grew up with the Pretty Ricky era, so for sure I was going for Pretty Ricky, no doubt. I used
for
to listen to all
sure.
their songs. So
They said their first song that they recorded was in a closet.
I believe it.
Hey, straight off the mud. You feel
Right.
me?
I believe it.
But they did say so. They was talking. I did see this on the internet as well. How they was saying, B2K is like a teen bop type of music, and Pretty Ricky was
Hmm.
more like for grown folks. But we
They
wasn't grown
clowning.
at that time. Yeah, they was.
They
We
clowning.
wasn't grown at that time, but girl, you
Yeah,
can
they
tell
was
me
definitely
shit.
clowning.
Hey, age ain't nothing but a number. You feel me?
They definitely got some slaps for sure.
Yeah, they definitely. What he say? Pound for pound. Is that what he kept saying?
Girl, they is funny. That's all I know. Talk about pound for pound. Let's go pound
Yes,
for pound.
they definitely B2K didn't get that. They should have just sat this one out.
He said, but everybody wanted to act grown. Yeah, we all thought we was grown.
I was grown at 12. You heard me.
We thought we was grown. Grown, grown. Listening to Hotline. and grind on
Mm-hmm.
me, not knowing what we was talking about.
What the what? Yeah. But
Not
yeah, that
knowing
was
what was going on.
definitely a good versus. But of course, if everybody should have known who was gonna win that. And
Yeah,
right off the top, just by the performances, the girl, and then they start doing Omarion songs.
oh,
They perform Icebox, and they like, oh well, that's not a B2K song. It sure wasn't. They thought
yeah.
they was running out of songs.
But what's his name? He ended up doing it right back. Like, okay,
Uh huh. Uh huh. Right. Talk about it's
that's it.
5 in the
Uh-huh.
morning.
No, for
Mm.
real.
Yeah, that was good. That was definitely good. I hope if you didn't watch it,
You missed
it was
out.
good. It
Rewatch
was
it. They have it
good.
on
It was good.
YouTube. They have it on YouTube. I believe you can rewatch it.
Oh, okay. Well, then y'all go rewatch it. But it was good. It was if you was grew up in that era or you was in that era where you was listening to that type of music, is definitely something you should have watched if you did miss it.
For sure.
But
I know I watched it. I watched it while I was cooking.
girl, I watched it. Girl, I watched it. I was in the shower watching it. I was all that. Mm-hmm. But yes, let's get into it, guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to tell the truth? Pop y'all shit. What's it? Okay, so I'm gonna say the whole question and then I'm gonna break it down. Chat, get in it too.
We listening.
Um,
Bring it. What you got for us?
so what's worse? Loving someone you can't have or having someone you can't love? Hold on, I ain't done. Or leaving someone you can never unlove. So let's break it down. Loving someone, it says what's worse? Loving someone you can't have. Meaning, oh, I love this man. He's married. He got a family. He's never going to leave his wife. You probably the side chick, but you love him, but you know you never going to be able to have him. Or having someone you can't love. You got this man, you got him. You got him wrapped around your finger. You got it. But you just can't love him. Maybe you in love with somebody else. Maybe it's just something that it's a disconnection. I don't know. It's plenty of scenarios, but I'm sure as I'm saying it, scenarios is going through y'all heads, right? Or leaving someone you could never unlove. You got this man, you got to do what's right for you because he is not good for you. It's not getting anywhere. You love him dearly. You just can't get over it. It just don't go nowhere. But you got to leave him for the betterment of yourself. What do you feel is worse?
I feel like the first one. The first one and the last one. Because if you loving someone that you can't have, this person probably married, whatever, but y'all probably, whatever, have the best of fun or it's just a vibe, whatever, but he physically can't be there for you. That would drive me crazy. Like, how does that happen? How does a situation like that happen?
That what?
The situation I just said.
Say it again.
So
I'm sorry.
if I mean it does happen. It's we're human. It
Right.
happens. You're in a situation. You're talking to somebody that's married, married with kids,
Right.
baby
Right.
mother, whatever, and then whatever. You're probably the side chick, but now the side chick feelings. You probably all in. You're all in at this point. You're in love. But emotionally, you're gonna drain yourself because
Mm-hmm.
mentally you know that you can't have him because
Exactly.
he belongs to somebody else. So that I feel like that's worse. I feel like that one is worse. And the last one that you mentioned, I feel like the first one is worse though.
For me, I personally feel like
But the last one
the
too, not
last
being able
one
to get
is
over somebody that
worse.
you're really attached to, that you're right. The first one, like yeah, like I said, the first one and the last one, because yeah, I feel like when you really love someone and you be wanting to leave, but it'd be hard for you to leave. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
For me, it's the last one. I feel like trying to leaving someone that you can't unlove, like that's really hard. And it's like, even when you leave them, you still got this spot. And it's like, you can't talk to nobody else. It's hard. Like, yeah, you're leaving him or her for the betterment of you or whatever
hmm,
the situation may be. But you still got that love. And it's like, real love just don't go away. You know what I mean?
that's
Regardless
true.
if he or she loves you back the way that you love them, um, the way that you love them, it's just like you still your love is real, so you still got that love for this person,
Hmm.
to the highest extent. So that's very hard. I feel like I've been in that situation before, and it's a little tough. It's a little tough.
I feel like I've been in that situation too, but I feel like after a point of time, you're you like I said before previously, mentally you end up draining yourself because you're like, okay, I'm putting so much into this, and like this person isn't changing. Like it's just like, me for
Mm-hmm.
myself, like I'm a big lover girl. You know what I mean? Like I'll do anything for you. So I feel like after a point in time, you're like, okay, no, I just like I'm working harder than you to on this
Right.
relationship. You know what I mean? Like like I'm all
Mm-hmm.
in, and you're halfway. You're halfway. You're halfway, but you want
A
me to
half
give
stepper,
you
not a lemon
right.
stepper.
You halfway in, but you want me to give you your all, and I don't feel like it works that way.
Yep.
And like I said, I've been there, done that. It might tear you down, break you down, especially when you're a big lover girl. Like, it'll break you down. But I feel like
Exactly.
after a while, your heart gonna be so hurt from trying over and over and over again and giving it your all. Like, okay, I love him, I love him, I love him, and then you're gonna realize, like, okay, you know what? I can't keep draining myself. Like, I can't keep.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, we have to really learn to like our self worth, self love, value yourself, and like some shit just don't
For
be worth.
sure.
Some shit
For
just don't be
sure.
worth it. Some shit
For
just don't be
sure.
worth it. But for sure, the first one and the last one,
So
yeah,
I touched bases on the last one. So I do want to touch bases on the first one. Loving someone you can't have. That's a tough one. That's tough. But you know what? You still can have them. You just ain't gonna have them to yourself. So,
yeah,
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if a person is willing to deal with that, you gonna live happily ever after. But for
I,
the people
I
that don't,
I don't feel like you're gonna be happy though. If you know that he's married, wife and kids, house, whatever, and he's seeing you whenever he can see you, and you're in love off of just that, that's dangerous.
but I'm saying if you're willing to deal with that, then you will live a happy life. But for the people that is not willing to deal with that, you're not gonna be happy. Hell no.
Right, right.
Hell
For sure.
no.
For sure.
You know, some people are okay with that. And, you know, that's just what some people is into. But, you know,
Yeah.
for me personally, I'm not gonna be loving somebody I can't have. If I can't have you, bye.
I feel like everybody at the end of the day, as we get older, as we progress and get older, everybody deserves their person. Everybody
Absolutely.
deserves their person. And it's like, you can't do that forever. You can't be the side chick or the chick he call on
For all you
standby
side
or
chicks
whatever.
out
You
there,
know
you
what I mean? Like you
heard.
can't do that forever. Everybody deserves their person. You know what I mean? As we
Absolutely.
get older, especially as we get older, them nights get lonely when you don't have somebody. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
it's like everybody deserves their person. And yeah, that one's crazy. Loving someone and not being able to have them, that would kill me. What about the
Yeah.
second one though?
So the second one I was gonna touch base is having someone you can't love. That's just pointless to me. Um because you're just wasting your time. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, you got him here or her here or whatever, but you just can't love her. Like something in you just can't love her, and it's just like
So
that's a waste
what
of
is
time.
what does that
Stringing
mean?
somebody along, it means
Oh,
you
stringing
stringing
them
somebody
along. Okay.
along.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all that is. You stringing somebody along. They thinking that you love them, you really don't. You
I
know
feel
deep
like
down
that's
inside you don't. It
I feel
yeah,
like that's how people get hurt.
exactly. Let's go to the comments because I see a lot going
You
on.
can't
Hold
play with people's
on.
feelings these days.
You sure can't. You
You
sure
cannot.
can't.
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Um, okay, hold on. We already read those. I have to say the last one because you have to put yourself first. Absolutely. I have to say one and two kind of relate and coexist. Okay. Okay. The last one definitely is the hardest for me because I'm a huge lover. Yes. If you're a huge lover girl, lover boy, whatever, the last one will definitely be hard. Let's see. That's why people end up on 48 hours. You ain't never lied. You
Playing
ain't
with
never
feelings.
lied. Them true crimes, them Netflix documentaries, them specials, Dateline. Yeah, yeah. Keep playing. Keep playing. Benefits, exactly. The benefits will go more for the second one. Having someone that having someone that you can't love, and it's like yeah, you probably some situations, not all, but you probably got them around because they got a place to stay, they got the money, they got the plays, they got the whatever, the benefits. The benefits is beneficial for you. Let's see. Both sides though, one person can be stringing you along, and a person can also be forcing themselves on you. For
Mm-hmm.
sure, the forcing. Okay, so let's get into the forcing themselves on you.
After
For
you done
sure.
told them. Okay.
For sure, this man didn't told you, and it could be man or woman. I'm just saying how I want to say it. Um, this man is keeps telling you we're not compatible. I don't want to be with you. This ain't for me. Let's just be friends. And you're like, hello, hi, babe, this. Oh, that's my man. That's my. He already told you what it was. So it's just like,
Right.
you're really just hurting yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
So absolutely that a lot of that goes on
A
too.
lot of it.
People will tell you what they want and what they don't want. And you just so into it, deep, madly
Right.
in love, whatever the case may be, and you not even really seeing or hearing what's going on. You thinking y'all still in love, and it's not
Right.
that.
Right.
You're in love. He's not. So yeah, that was a good one to touch on because yes, it do be like that. Let me see what else. They be sitting their camera on. Well, hold on, wait. They be sitting there
On
on
camera.
camera, straight face, and talking about yes, I did it. Oh, the 48 hours. Mm-hmm. Are you talking about in the mug shot?
Probably.
Uh,
I ain't talking about.
right. I tell people I'm not on that, and they take it as a challenge.
And
They
then
end
end
up
up mad.
mad.
No, for
For
real.
sure. For sure. Oh, I
I
could
talk
change
about
this
I told
nigga.
you it's right. Talk
I
about
could change this
I told you
nigga.
I didn't want a girlfriend. And
Right.
you
Talking
telling
about,
everybody I'm your boyfriend.
hey, talking about, that's mine. Hey. Hey, hey, you fuck with me, I'ma show you. I could change your mind. I could make you whatever. Go on somewhere with that.
That is funny.
And let me see. Husband down here in the military housing, and they actually filmed it and caught her red-handed.
Oh wow. That's deep.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
deep.
It is.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
So yeah, moral of the story with that. Oh, hold on, wait. Facts. I'ma change that head. I'ma change that head ass. Like, damn, I'm telling the truth. Exactly.
No,
You can't change nobody.
they be thinking that
Yeah.
I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna change your mind. No,
Mm-hmm.
I said I didn't want that. I'm good.
Hey, right.
That
Come
is
on, girl.
funny.
He just playing. No, he not. No, he
Right.
not. So yeah, moral of the story is well, for that one at least, if somebody tell you they ain't fucking with you, believe them. Because, yeah, you're going to be in love by yourself. And that's going to be tough. Because then you're going to have to leave somebody that you don't love. I mean, that you can't unlove. And then you just going to be in a situation. And then you're going to end up being with somebody or, what is it? Loving somebody you can't be with. It all go together.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Mm-mm. So,
So
yeah.
so I feel like I don't know. I kind of want to touch on that a little bit because I feel like so
Let's hear it.
so what if not what if but do you think it's possible to be in a relationship with somebody but not in love with them? Like y'all rocking, y'all in a relationship, but y'all not in love. Is that possible?
Absolutely. But a little bit more context, like how long y'all been together.
No,
Like,
y'all been
let's just give a
rocking.
scenario.
Y'all been rocking. Y'all like, I'm gonna say 2 years in, and whatever the other person's like, oh, I'm not in love with her, whatever, whatever. But y'all in a relationship. Does that exist? Is that realistic?
Dick must be trash. Um, no, it's very possible. I feel like it happens all the time. Like a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people they maybe they just want to take it slow. Like it could be multiple reasons why that is. I don't know. I start fucking with a nigga. I be like, I love you. You know,
No,
talk
so
about, oh, I
so
really like
that's what
him.
I'm
Maybe.
saying. I can't really be in a relationship with somebody that I'm not loving on, I'm not in love with. Like I can't be like, oh yeah, we in a relationship and I'm not in
Yeah.
love with you. Like I feel like that's weird to me. But I believe that
Especially for that long, like maybe in the beginning if it's like that, but it's like if we're 2 years in and we still not in love and we together, I don't know. Like I just maybe you're wasting your time. Like after a year, if you I mean everybody don't fall in love fast. So I'm gonna just say a year, right? After a year, if you don't see, okay, we loving each other or we're progressing as a couple, we're elevating. I feel like, what are you doing? It's time to
exactly.
move around
Right.
because, I personally wouldn't be able to do it. Me,
Yeah.
no. No,
Yeah,
because
same. I'm like,
I want to
no.
love on my man. I want to spoil my man, love on my man, take care. Like I don't know. So that for me is that just wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I agree. But from what I'm hearing and like, shit that you be seeing and researching, I guess it's possible to be in a relationship with someone and not be in love with them. And I feel like, how? How is that possible? How are you in a
Yeah.
relationship and y'all in a committed relationship too? Y'all in a relationship, y'all rocking, and y'all just, but you're not in love with this person. But then
But
they
that
say,
makes you think like,
they say, well, it's a difference. You can love a person and not be in love with them. Well, dang, I want somebody to be in love with me. Fuck.
well, you can love a person, but I feel like that's more on like when you love a person but not in love with them. Me personally, I would feel like it's more like maybe like like friend zone or family or your homie, your homegirl, whatever. But like you're not in love, so it's giving friend zone.
Right.
It's giving Is we what is we I don't know. I can't do it personally. Let's see what they talking about in the chat.
Right.
It's is it a friends with benefit situation or something? Exactly. It's giving friend zone. And then it says or open relationship. There's a Lauryn Hill song that explains this exact thing. You can love someone but not be in love. What is the song called, Sam? The question isn't do you love the person? It's more do you like being around them? Okay. Okay. Wait, I need to read that again because I'm trying to understand it. The question isn't do you love the person? It's more do you like being around them? So more comfortability. I'm thinking I need you to explain that a little bit, Sam. I want to get a clear understanding. Let me see. And that's dangerous territory. Seems like that's aimed towards older married folks.
You think so?
I don't feel like it's only older married folks, but I can see that.
Back to what Sam Dyson said. It isn't that do you love the person? It's more do you like being around the person?
Mm-hmm.
I wanna touch on that whenever she responds because I'm curious. Do you love the person or is it do you like being around the person? I feel like I don't know, being around a person, that's kind of tricky, right? Like,
Yeah, you're just comfortable. Like that's what
right.
you've been comfortable with for however many
But
years.
I feel like a person that I love, I'm very comfortable with liking to be around them all the time. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
that's your person, that's you don't care to be around them. You know what I mean? Like that's what you want. Oh, this is my person. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be around my person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's at the end of doo wop.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's in
That's
the
it says that's still friend zone though. Yeah.
She said, mm-mm. Hey, not gonna do
Mm-mm.
it. Not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Mm-mm. We gotta be in love. I mean, you gotta go, yeah, yeah. I want shit, yeah.
I feel
Not
like
toxic, but yeah.
I feel like for people like myself who love hard, so when I'm in a relationship and when I'm in a relationship, tongue tied. Oh my gosh. When I'm in a relationship, I give it my all. So that wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
If
No.
someone was like, "Oh well, yeah, we're in a relationship, but I'm not in love with you, or I don't have whatever kind of feelings or whatever." It's like, you what? What
I
are we
wouldn't even be able
doing?
to be with that person. It's
Like,
not intended.
what are we doing? What
Mm-hmm.
are we doing? So I don't know.
Yeah, it's familiar. I don't know how to say that. But
Familiar
girl, I get tongue tied on this word all the time.
familiarity
Familiarity, yeah. And it
and
is.
insecurities.
And insecurities or manipulation prevent
A
a
person
person
from
from
starting
starting
over.
over. For sure. For sure. For sure. That's that comfortability I was talking about. That's exactly what I meant. Let me see. I see it as someone you can't imagine sharing any moment with, good or bad. Okay. Like you're only my Saturday and Sunday friend. That's
Not the
crazy.
weekend. Not the
Hey.
weekend. So someone you can't imagine sharing any moment with, good or bad. Yep, you gotta juggle. When you really love somebody, you gotta juggle the good and bad, and you be like, okay, you know what? I think it's gonna work.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna
Mhm.
work. Hey,
Yeah. Some people are
uh,
scared to change though, like honestly, and they don't want to have to go find somebody new, or so that's where that insecurity and familiarity come in.
but if you're super drained out of a relationship and you know you don't love a person, I feel like that is the best thing to do. You have to start over. Regardless if
Yeah,
that's
for
not something
sure.
you want to do. If you know dang well you don't love this person, you don't see no type of future with this person, go
It's gonna
find
drive
your
yourself
go
crazy.
find your person because what you gonna do? You're gonna be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be sitting there
Mm-hmm.
miserable, drained the out of yourself
Right. Exactly.
because you sitting moping around and you really not happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if you really love a person, if you really fuck with a person, it y'all there's some love there. Y'all gonna be in love. And if
We
you
taking
ain't,
therapy sessions, guys.
go find yourself.
You might be scared, but you'll be happy in the long run for sure. So run, Forrest, run. Get up out of there. So we did have um a fan topic that they wanted us to touch on. So, is being a mother or father about biology or about who shows up? Me personally, both.
So is being a mother or father about biologically or what?
About
Biological.
biology or about who shows up. So I feel like it's both. You will always be that child's mother, that child's father, right? But or mom and dad, I should say. You will always be that child's mom and dad. But as far as like a mother and a father, that's somebody that shows up, that's there, that's interacting, that's I'm looking for this word. Um Involved,
Mm-hmm.
that takes care of the child, that regardless if that's a stepmom, regardless if that's a foster mom, a stepdad, a aunt and uncle that took over, you
Right.
know, it's definitely about who shows up. Active parent, yeah, active parent. So, um, yeah, for sure. So it for me it leans more towards the who steps up and who's there 100, um because I mean you can anybody can have a kid. I know somebody that got 12 kids and don't got none. Okay? 12 and don't have any. So you can be the biology part of it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of, not to bash on any men, but there's a lot of, well, I mean, women too, but there's a lot of men that, was sperm donors to whatever kids and they're not there. But this, new man or husband or whatever, stepped up and was like, I'm taking that role. And now this man is considered the father because he's been there, more than the actual dad. So, yeah, for sure.
I definitely agree. I mean, I agree that it's not about, your biological mother or father. I feel like it is about who shows up for the child, because we got a lot of single mothers, single dads out here, and It's really about who shows up for these kids. Like, who's there for these kids, you know, day in and day out, or whatever the case may be. When the kid is sick, when the kid needs to go to practice or whatever, like who's there, who's showing up for these kids, like
Mm-hmm.
who's there day in and day out when the biological parent is not there. You know what I mean? Like, it really takes a lot for any man or woman to step up for any child that's not biologically there. Like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of
Especially if they don't
effort.
have kids of their own.
Exactly. But even then, it takes a lot, because knowing in your head, like, okay, this child is not biologically mine, but I'm gonna do what it takes to make sure, you know, that child is good, like if it was my own. So I feel like I've been in those situations. Um, Took care of kids, you know, that were not biologically mine.
Right.
But you know, we don't count favors or nothing like that. If you in my house and you growing up with my kids, then I'm gonna treat you as such. I'm gonna treat
For
you
sure.
just like my own. I grew up similar, the same way. My dad and my stepmom, they got married when I was 2 years old. Everywhere we went, my stepmom was like, "Oh, this is my daughter. This is my daughter. Whatever." She
Mm-hmm.
didn't care that my mom would be like, "Don't call her your daughter. That's not your daughter." She's like, "Well, I'm showing up just like you show up for her. When you're not around, I'm here." Like, you know what I mean?
So how
So,
do you can we touch base on that before you continue?
uh
How do
huh.
you feel about okay, that and this might be a little I don't know, let me just say it. I can't
Yeah.
figure out the words. I don't know what's going on with my head today. So if your child, this person shows up, right? Your child would is it okay for you to allow your child to call this let's just say man dad or this woman mom? Like, what's people's take on that? Like, are you guys okay with that? Is that a no? Like, how do you guys feel about that?
Well, we'll wait for chat to respond. I'm gonna respond while chat responds. I feel like it's all on preference. I'm never gonna make my child, oh, you need to call him dad because that's your stepdad, or you
Right.
know, he's gonna be the man of the house, so you call him dad. I'm never gonna make that like you have to do that.
Right.
Don't ever make it uncomfortable for your child. You know what I mean? But I feel like once a child sees that, you know what I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like something that they see all the time, they're like, oh, okay, this man really shows up for me and my mom and my family, whatever. Like, you know, like that's my pops. You know what I mean? Like, that's the person that, that's around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for myself, growing up, I grew up with my stepmom in my life since I was a kid, since I was basically,
Mm-hmm.
a few months old. I've never called her mom, never called her mom, but she's always told everyone that still to this day, that's my daughter. That's my
Mm-hmm.
daughter. But I've never once called her mom out of respect for my mom, because my mom was still in the picture. So I
Right.
never wanted my mom to feel any less of a mother. So I still called her mom, and I called my stepmom. Like, I would call her, I'm like, oh, I call her by her name. And I tell everyone, that's my step. When I introduce her, this is my stepmom. Like, she knows that this is my stepmom. Yeah, this is my dad's wife, because that's what she is. And it was never growing up. It was never. I didn't make her feel any less of what she was. You know what I mean? Any event,
Yeah.
she was there. You know what I mean? If I was inviting my mom, I was inviting her too, regardless of how my mom felt. My mom, she didn't
Mm-hmm.
like it at all. My mom didn't like it, not one bit. But me, I was comfortable with her because I grew up with her. She was like a mom figure to me. That
Mm-hmm.
was like my second mom. So regardless of how my mom felt, I still to this day I invite her to everything that I have going on, because that's a mom to me. That's my second mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
she gave me that safe space at times when I didn't have it. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's all about preference. What makes you
For sure.
comfortable? What makes you comfortable? And never, never, never push it on a kid to be like, oh yeah, call her mom, call her dad, call him dad. You let it happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
If a child sees that he's being that father figure, he might just be like, hey, what's up, dad? What's up, pops? You know what I mean? Like, let it happen. Don't force anything.
Yeah, for sure. I before we get to the chat, I just want to answer that question. For me, um I feel like I don't mind it, but I need to know that we're serious, you're serious before my child is calling
For
you
sure.
mom or dad or whatever the case may be. Like,
For
if
sure.
you're not gonna be around, none of that needs to be going on. If you don't plan on sticking around, and people don't plan on leaving or whatever the case may be, I know that. But like, if you, I don't know, I just feel like you got to really know, like, okay, this is what it is. uh you know what I mean? But it really got to be a serious situation for me to even be like okay with it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what the chat gotta say. Okay, so they said active parent versus step parent, definitely who shows up exactly at the end of the day, the kids will see that through their own eyes for sure. I feel like that's up to the child and the relationship they have with that person for sure. Honestly, I'm not going to force the issue, but if the child feels that way and perceives it that way, but I will make it clear to that individual that they need to beyond respect my child. um Agreed, because you can hurt me, but if you hurt my child, it's game on for sure. Kids get attached fast.
Yeah.
Um, so just you got to be careful with that.
Kids do get attached fast, and another thing would be like, if you're one of those persons that, like introducing different men or women to your child, then it's kind of like challenging for your child,
And
because
confusing.
yeah, and it's confusing because it's like, okay, you didn't introduce me to Tom, Dick, and Harry, and I'm supposed to
And
these men are
Larry on his
supposed to,
way.
right, and these men are supposed to be father figures to me, and you telling me that, oh yeah, this is my man, and we're getting married, and your stepdad or whatever, and you didn't introduce like 5 different men to me. So it's like,
I can't stand a hoe that feels like, they child should call every single nigga that they have every 2 weeks they dad. No.
yeah, that's just insane. I am very selective with who I bring around my kids. Like, if I brought you around my kids, then yeah, it's
Exactly.
it's definitely different, because I don't play about my kids. Like, my kids don't be seeing people. Like, no, we don't play that.
Right. Right. Exactly. Everybody shouldn't be around your kids. You got to be careful. It's a lot going on
Exactly.
in this
And then
world.
it also makes your kids think different of you. You don't want them to grow up thinking that that's how they're supposed to. Like,
Yeah,
oh, well,
exactly.
mama got a new man every few months. You know what I mean? Like, no, don't do that to the kids. You don't show them
Right.
that that's how it's supposed to go, because that's not how it's supposed to
Exactly.
go. It's not how it's supposed to go, especially if you got girls. No offense to anybody in the chat that's men or have boys, but when you have girls, it's a whole different ballpark.
It is. I'm sorry. I don't play about my daughter. You can't sit on no man's lap. You don't need to be calling nobody daddy. You don't need to be. I mean, it's a little contradiction in what I just said, but remember I said you got to be serious with a person. Um, no, no. It's a little
I'm not gonna play. My daughters can't even sit on their brother's laps.
no, for reals. Like, no, we're not doing that.
But then
It's
your
very
uncle,
different. I mean, yes, still protect your young kings, please. But your daughters, tight leash on her because it's a lot going on, and no, hell no, no. Just it's a hard no for me. Um, but yeah, okay. What do you feel like is too fast to introduce your kids to a significant other? Um, right away. Sorry.
At least know you at least a few months in, maybe 6 months, when you know, like, you're okay, I'm gonna be dealing with this person. Okay, you know, like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah, because you might think, like that honeymoon stage when you get with somebody or whatever, it might be good and then it just goes into shambles. So it's like you didn't introduce your kid to this man the first month or the first 2 weeks, and he coming over, you cooking dinner, you doing all type of stuff. Your kids seeing him, and they're like, "Oh, he's nice, he's cool, whatever the case may be,"
And then he
and then
disappeared.
and he disappears.
And then they ask him, "Where's Bobby? Where is?"
Yeah, and it's like you could have just it that could have been resolved, and you could have just left it as, okay, when the kids is not here, you can come. When the kids asleep, you can come, or whatever the case may be. You all gonna meet at a hotel, y'all gonna meet at a public place, whatever. To avoid that. So yeah, not too fast. I mean, there's no actual time limit. But I feel like you as a mom or even dad, when it's the time to bring somebody around your children.
Right.
You gotta really try to get to know a person, like, and I don't mean, oh, let me see how he is in the bed. No, like, you gotta really get in somebody's head, see where their mind is at, see where their goals is. Like, you gotta really see, like, okay, is this person for me? Is this gonna be longevity? Like, you gotta really get to know
For
somebody before you
sure,
bring them
for
around your
sure.
kids. Yeah, for sure. Let me see exactly. Set examples and boundaries for sure. Couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, the standard is way less than that nowadays. Well, if the standard is way less than that, some parents got some stuff to work on. Your kids
Yeah.
come first
And
at the end of the day.
at that point, please take your time. Take as
Yes,
much time as possible if that's the case.
we need to make a book on this because it would be a bestseller.
Let's get to it.
Hey, I need
Let's
to make a
get to
couple
it.
books.
Let's get to it. I'm down for it.
Me too. Me too.
Can y'all hear me?
Ooh, loud and clear.
Okay. No, I was saying, was chat done? I didn't know if he was still typing.
Yes.
Okay, Uncle Dave. Okay, so quick little scenario. It's the day before your wedding day, right? And you finna get married tomorrow. Your spouse confessed to you that they cheated. Do you cancel the wedding and your wedding's tomorrow and everything's planned? Or do you go through with it because y'all ain't married yet and she confessed, and y'all not legally married yet? What do you do? What do you do in this situation?
We gonna get married. We're gonna go through it, and it better not be no more shit after that. For better. Once you say them vows, you better know what the fuck it is, because like, even when people, they have their bachelor parties or
Right, a day
bachelorette
before the
parties,
wedding.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and it's your last. That's your time to do what you need to do before you get married. They don't tell you that,
Exactly.
but
I
that's
feel
what
like
that
it's different.
is.
It's different because when they have their little bachelor parties, they don't tell you what's going on. But if he's telling you, he or she's telling you, okay, I cheated, whatever, and y'all finna get married tomorrow, it's like, You did what?
No, for real. But honestly, it's like I feel like we're definitely gonna have to touch bases on it. We're definitely gonna have to talk about it, but we're not gonna ruin this amazing special moment for both of us. We're not gonna ruin that, because you confess. Should you have confessed before that? Absolutely. But if you're confessing the day before the wedding day, you know exactly what you was doing.
Right.
You know exactly. We didn't already pay for everything, thousands of dollars.
Right, but they
We didn't
just wanted
already,
to get it off their chest. It was probably eating them up. They wanted to get it off their chest.
And that might be a good thing, because if it's eating you up, you might really love me. And we're gonna get through this, baby. We're gonna get through it. Don't even worry about
But
it.
he said debatable, but did this cheating recently happen? They didn't tell you when it happened, but they told you that they cheated. I feel like if it's recent, I just cheated on you yesterday. That's like, you did what? Oh, you got it out your system? Okay, you know what? As long as you got it out your system, but don't do it again, because if you do it again, we gonna need what do you call that?
Annulment.
Yes, annulment. The 6 month or.
No, just don't even get married. If you gotta get an annulment, he told you the day before the wedding, don't even do it. Don't do it. Make that nigga spend his money. Talking about spend that shit. Yeah, you didn't spend all this motherfucking money. Now you want to confess that you didn't cheated a day before the wedding? Please.
So for me, I'm a person that want to know the details. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like depending on the details, it's going to determine if we're going to continue with the wedding or not.
So what details would he have to give you to be like, this wedding is over?
So if he tells me and he's like, oh, I cheated, whatever. I cheated. I just wanted to tell you that I cheated. I just want to get off my chest, whatever. So I'm asking questions like, who was it? What's her name? Where'd y'all go? Where'd y'all do this at? How was it done? Because if we finna get married, I need to know. You know what I mean? So what
if he said it was Sasha, the one that you work with? I was all up in it like and it was good.
Nope.
But I'm done with it now, baby.
I wouldn't be tripping off. Nobody knew. That's the thing about it. I'm not tripping off. If he tell, oh, it was the girl that you work with, I ain't tripping. But if you tell me that you cheated with one of your exes or something, you done. You go be with her. Let's end it. Let's end it now.
Okay.
Because if you
because that's gonna continue.
Exactly. If you still fucking with any of your exes and we finna get married, oh, y'all think that's what y'all finna do. You think that's what y'all finna keep doing. That's what we're not gonna do. How about
for sure.
We're gonna end this wedding.
Hey, like Teddy B said, return to sender.
Exactly. We're gonna end this wedding and you go be with her since you want to keep sleeping with her. You know what I mean? So I feel like that is something that would be a deal breaker for me. Like, okay, you cheated.
What if it was somebody from your job though?
If it's somebody from my job,
Pandora?
Nah, me and her gonna have our little situation after the wedding. Like I'ma see her and I'ma handle her and she gonna know not to fucking play with me again.
Okay.
The bitch might quit.
Period. Talking about go work at Del Taco, huh?
But an ex is different.
Yeah, and that totally it does make a difference to ex and a new person.
It makes a big difference when it's a different person. That's just like, it's kind of off topic, but I'm gonna bring it up. But that's just like a female or a man. BM or BD. If you're still sleeping with your baby mama or your baby daddy and you're in a relationship, you still want what's over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and for me, that's a wrap.
You want what was over there or what y'all had before. If you're still sleeping with your baby mama or your baby daddy, there's no way in hell neither one of my baby daddies can call me right now and be like, Yeah.
Not at
I'm gonna pull
all.
up or come pull up or whatever. Hell motherfucking no. Like if that was in the past, if you're a baby daddy for a reason, right? If we're not together,
Right.
there's no type of double back and oh the baby daddy or the baby mama can get it whenever. That saying that people be having, I think is fucking
I
ridiculous.
don't like it.
It's
I don't
ridiculous.
like it. Mm-mm.
It's really ridiculous
My
because
baby
it's like
daddies can never.
it's
Don't
like
even
for
call
me,
me.
exactly. For me, I just feel like if it's been a wrap, it's been done and over with. What y'all doubling back for?
For
It must
what?
be still something there, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you doubling back, it's something there. It's
For
something there.
sure. For
For sure.
sure.
For sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a deal breaker right there, y'all. That wedding day and you didn't with one of your exes again? Oh no, you're done. Hey, calling the wedding.
Benito.
Hey, calling the wedding off. I don't care how much money we spent. Oh well. Oh well.
Spend that shit.
Right. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Oh shoot. Any more
Oh.
comments?
Any more comments? Let's see. No more comments.
Debatable, but did the cheating? Okay, return Uno. Exactly. The 411. Return a sender. Always move forward, not backwards. Exactly. I tell people this all the time. I believe it was a topic we had before. It was something
Mm-hmm.
about like doubling back or whatever. I am
Yeah.
a person like a firm believer. I'm not doubling back. Like I feel like because I'm such a kind, loving, passionate, kind-hearted person, like when I be in a relationship, I give it my all. So if you fumbled that, and I probably 9 times out of 10 gave you multiple chances over and over again, and you fumbled all those chances, and then think you're gonna come back around and try to double back after
Right.
we ended it. I've gave you a hundred chances.
Right. Don't take
I'm
my kindness for weakness.
the nicest person you'll meet. Like, no, you don't
For
double back.
sure.
You don't double back.
For
You
sure.
start over. Start over. You start over because they're exactly. Don't take my kindness for weakness. There's only so much in me that it'd be like, okay. But don't get me wrong, I'm that forgiving. Oh, okay. I'm that forgiving person. But it's like so many times you're like, okay, you walking all over me at this point. You stepping on me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing artwork in this motherfucker.
Okay.
Like that's just out. That's out. No double backing, y'all. No doubling back. Don't go backwards. We go forward. If you go back, that means you should have stayed there. You should have stayed there. What'd you leave for?
Mm-hmm. Hey, talking about I just wanted a little break.
Like, and don't ever be afraid to start over. I feel like some people be afraid to start over. Oh, gotta get to know a person all over again or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Choose at the end of the day, choose you. Choose what makes you happy. Like
Your
starting
happiness
over,
over
exactly.
everything.
Starting over ain't gonna hurt you. Sometimes you gotta start over to know what you want in life. No, all that
Yes.
stagnant. No, you gotta know what you want. Staying with the wrong person, y'all gonna be stagnated. Like,
Okay.
you know what I
It
mean?
says, I can forgive, but it don't mean I forget because my brain recognizes patterns. For sure. That's a part of the process. Yeah. Yeah. The doubling back. I mean, I'm working on it. I'll be doubling back sometimes. Or at least I used to. I feel like more now. And not to get into anything personal, but now I feel like I'm starting to love myself more and value my worth, my happiness, my feelings versus doubling back for nothing really,
Right.
you know.
Hey, talking about welcome to the good life.
Hey.
But sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes that extra, like, okay, that extra little push, like, okay, you know what? I don't know what I was waiting around for. Like, I don't know why I was so stagnated. Like, it's better over here. It's
Yeah.
better over here in this life that I live. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But
you
I do got some.
sound
I will never double back on certain individuals. Never. Never. But you're proud of me. Thank you, Teddy B. I really appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
right.
But yeah, if we don't have anything else, you guys, let's get into it. Follow us on IG. um Promise to tell the truth underscore, and on YouTube, go subscribe, like, and comment on our videos, on our episodes. All the episodes are on YouTube. You can find us at Promise to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word. You'll see our logo, the gold star with the white background. It'll say Promise to Tell the Truth podcast. And we're very easy to find. You can also find all our information on our Instagram.
For
And yeah, we're
sure.
here every Thursday, 8:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For those that are not on the West Coast. So yeah, we appreciate you guys coming every week, faithfully. What's the Instagram count currently? What do you mean by count? Followers?
We need to get up there. I think we have about 400 something.
We got between 300 and 400, if that's what you're talking about. But we need 1,000 to go live on Instagram. I'm telling you, it's lit on Instagram. Go share our page to all your friends. Tell them follow us. Whatever you gotta do.
Like and share.
So,
And thank you guys for supporting us every week. We really do appreciate it.
absolutely. And we got some good projects coming up. You guys will hear about it closer to the time. You guys are going to love it. We're moving on up. So yeah, Promise to Tell the Truth podcast, YouTube, all one word, or Promise to Tell the Truth underscore on Instagram. Holla back. We'll see y'all next week.
Good night.
Have a good night, you guys.